which is one of the main missions of Jesus, right? Is convincing his disciples, right? Getting people to believe and understand who he is his mission. Now I say he's out to prove himself. People don't like that word because, well, God doesn't have to prove himself. No, he doesn't if he didn't care about us, but he cares about you, so he's out to prove who he is. He's convincing his disciples and anyone else who he is. The problem is that because Jesus is dedicated to a specific timeline, he can't just come out and say the one thing that will get him executed. He can't just come out and say, I am God, because then he'll be killed and it wouldn't be time yet. So he has to make allusions to that fact. And so it's not an easy task what he has in front of him. He can't just come out and go, look, I'm God and you need to get in line. He doesn't do that because that is not the message. Now, John puts the emphasis on believing. The word believe is used 38 times by Jesus, or believe, one of those parts of that word, by Jesus in different contexts through chapter 12, and then another 14 times to finish out the book. Now, he encourages others to simply believe in him and the one who sent him, right? Now, the word John uses is pisteuo, which is a verb that indicates the very action of believing and possessing faith. Now, there is a more common word, pistis, that is used for the noun faith. Paul uses that one a lot. And it means something that you have, right? You have faith. So these two terms are essentially inseparable in the overall sense of believing in faith. But pisteuo denotes a very active intent and action. It's not just of what you're persuaded. It is what you are doing mentally, spiritually, and physically. This is a fundamental teaching that will later be integrated with further teaching of having faith. When Paul talks about having faith, he's talking about actively exercising belief. John does not use pistis in his other writings either. I think that's interesting. It is simply a grammatical choice that he uses that leads to the same conclusions.